Hello and welcome to the Fandomnauts Podcast. My name is Andy. I am the Captain Kirk of this ship. I keep using that metaphor. It works though, you know. What else is there? Oh, I'm the Star Lord of this ship. Yeah, I like that. I think I like that. Basically, welcome to the Fandomnauts Podcast. We come in peace. This is a podcast. Sorry, I can't talk today. This is a podcast about fandoms, different things. If you are on YouTube, you might see a video. So this might be the first little try or go at that. What's up? You can see my room. I have the Fandomnauts logo on the back. Shit's a mess. Shit's on fire. Or not, because I'm amateur at this. If I can't get the sound right, because it might be just mono, then I'm just going to skip it this time. This is just a test run. But that's not what's important today. That's not what is important today. What's important today is Suicide Squad. Yes, that's right. Suicide Squad looks like it's in trouble. According to reviews. Basically, let's just get straight to the point. This is going to be a podcast dedicated to Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad is getting, its early reviews are mostly negative, meaning it's not good. And it's one of my, when I'm reading all these, why is the Suicide Squad negative? It's really because my biggest fear, same thing with BVS, Batman vs Superman, it's the editing. I'm one of those people, like, as long as you can tell me a story that makes sense chronologically and edit, in its editing, it looks like it makes sense. Even if it's not a very good story, I probably won't hate the movie. I probably won't. I like most movies. What really irks me is movies that just don't make sense and are bad because of that. No matter how stylistic it is, and it sounds like this is what the problem is, according to the reviews anyway. I'm going to talk a little bit about not believing bad reviews or letting that affect your hype, affect your view on the movie before it comes out. But I'm just going to start off by saying that's my one thing, and it looks like that's the main thing these people are saying. I was hoping they were going to say something else that I could look over, like the movie's not that funny, or the movie's still pretty dark, or I was like, okay, I can do dark as long as they, or the movie, I don't know, it's too much action, or I don't know. But the negative that I'm hearing consistently, it's edited bad, and I hate movies that are edited bad. Oh, BVS, like it would have been rated so much higher for me if it just made sense. Like the Ultimate Edition made a lot more sense, and I liked it a lot more because of it. It actually helped that movie. It's the Ultimate Edition. But first, I just want to talk about, because this happened. It just happens to be correct a couple times, but don't let critics' reviews affect your views on movies. You shouldn't. You should have your own mind. If it looks interesting to you, go ahead and watch it and make your own judgment. But if I do understand the argument of, well, I just want to watch a good movie and I'm not too into it, and if I don't want to waste my money to see if a movie's good or not. I want to know I just want to know if it's a good movie so I can watch it and not waste my money. I don't have time to waste on bad movies, which that argument I just don't have a rebuttal for, because that makes sense. So that's when you turn to reviews, and if the reviews are saying one thing, then it can't influence it. And you just have to understand, if it's just maybe one or two people saying, a movie's bad for a particular reason, then that's one thing. But if it's like across the board, they're all saying the same thing for the same reason, I just have a tendency to think that there's something there that's probably wrong. Critics don't get paid by studios. I'm sorry. Whoever thinks, I don't even know. That's ridiculous. If the studio ever got caught, like, are you serious? They would never have our trust again. They would never do that, because they would get caught, and it's just a bad situation. They could get blackmailed. They could get, I don't know. They could get all. It's just some of these people are just podcasters, or like regular dudes. The hell? What the hell they're gonna do? So there's no conspiracy against DC movies. It just happens to be the last couple of DC movies might not be good. And I know if you're a DC fan, this is one thing. I'm a DC fan, as you can see. I'm a DC fan. I love Marvel too. Don't give me a shout out Spider-Man. But sometimes I just have an issue with blind following. It's the same issue with like Republicans and Democrats and stuff. They just want to pick a team and fight for their team. Doesn't matter what their team believes in, or as long as they're on a team and that other team loses, that's just as important. That's all it is, and nobody cares about what the fuck is actually going on. Pay attention to the Batman versus Superman, guys. As a general film person, I'm not even a film. I don't have any credentials. As a person who just watches movies logically, that movie sucked in the sense that it didn't make any sense. When you watch the Ultimate Edition, it's a lot better, and what the director is trying to do, Zack Snyder's trying to do, comes across a lot better. But it still had its problems, just basically what it was. Anyway, that one was a valid, reason to say it sucked. Okay. Sorry. I lost my train of thought, to be honest. But all I'm saying is, don't be a blind follower. Okay, don't be a blind follower. Like, be objective. Watch the movie. Make your own decisions. Whether that's bad reviews that come out first, or yeah, pretty much. That's. I mean, if the movie's actually bad, and or like the complaints are valid, but you want it to succeed, so you try to, which gets us to our next topic here. You try to start a petition, which it looks like fans are trying to start a petition to shut down Rotten Tomatoes. First of all, Rotten Tomatoes doesn't even do reviews. They just facilitate the people who review movies. I mean, they're just a site where all the people who do review movies submit their reviews, and you can just review them all there. Why would you try to destroy Rotten Tomatoes for that? What do you see what the blind list does? They really think there's a conspiracy out there where Rotten Tomatoes is like, hey, all you critics, let's make all the DC movies. Instead of, spend that energy and write to the studio. All right, tell them how much the executives are butting in, because that's one of the reports coming out after the reviews came out. Petition to shut down Rotten Tomatoes, which is completely retarded. I don't know what. I mean, just a bunch of zombies, sheep, just wanting to pick a team and make sure the other team. They really think there's a war out there between DC and Marvel. Guys, that's an imaginary war. Marvel and are you serious? Why would Marvel want DC to fail? And because they'll be the only comic book big in the game. No, it doesn't make any sense. Shut up. You're dumb. There's no real war out there. They're all playing you so they can make more money. When one makes money, the other makes money. I'm telling you. You really think there's a conspiracy out there? There's more. They have more important things to do. There's bigger conspiracies than DC and Marvel. People trying to conspire against DC's movies. One, look at them. Man of Steel was a Superman movie where Superman acted nothing like Superman, even though I love Man of Steel. It's one of my favorite comic book movies of all time, and I just look at it as that's Superman on his first day. He's not really Superman yet. If you watch it like that, that movie's great, but the complaints are valid. It's kind of a scary movie if you're a kid wanting some fun in your movies. Man, this dude doesn't smile a lot. He's and horrible deaths happen a lot around him. Okay, I mean, the complaints are valid. That's not Superman. I'm just like, wait, that's not Superman yet. And then if you just watch the movie as a whole, again, I think it was edited well, even with the flashbacks and stuff. And then the action was awesome. And then Superman was learning and going through struggles on his way to become the prototypical Superman that we all know. So that's why I love that movie. great. BVS comes around, he's still not that guy. And BVS is nothing like Man of Steel in the sense that it's not a story that's edited well. Like, Man of Steel, not that Man of Steel is edited well, it just was like, it's hard to mess that up. It was like, okay, Superman becomes Superman, Kryptonians show up, blow shit up, stop Kryptonians. Before that, flashback to who he was. It was a pretty straightforward story. This movie, Batman's having dreams. He's an actual psycho. He's having dreams and he's making plans based off these dreams. There's valid complaints for these things, and then the DC fans want to act like no, you just hate that movie. I get it. Some people did like that movie. Most people did not like BVS. It's not a good movie. There are good parts, but yeah. And then this, when people were saying the same thing as far as editing, I think it's the studio interference. David Ayer, he's trying to be a good I guess studio director, in the sense that he's not saying anything negative against Warner Brothers or whatever, but I'm pretty sure they came in there, freaked out after Batman vs Superman, its sales, its reviews, and then they just put their corporate fingers all over this movie, made him do reshoots that didn't make sense. I'm hearing that the report from I think it was Hollywood Reporter. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But I'm looking at ScreenRant.com for this. I think they're getting it from Hollywood Reporter. But it says Suicide Squad suffered from studio interference, meaning that David Ayer probably had his own version of the movie that was probably a little bit darker but really good. Kind of like End of Watch and Fury. Like, those movies are great. They probably were like, fuck no. The executives are probably so simple-minded. Like, they did not like this movie because it was dark. We should not make a dark movie no more. That's not how you do that. First of all, the dark part wasn't the problem. Yes, a lot of people want to just say that it's a surface level problem. But if the movie was good and dark, if the movie was good first and still dark, nobody would give a shit. Okay, kind of like The Dark Knight, Yeah, that nobody gave a shit that it was dark. Actually, those movies have better chances at critical, high critic ratings, and even Oscar nods and nominations and stuff, like consideration and shit. Those little slightly darker or more realistic comic book movies. I think Spider-Man 2 might have been nominated for one or won one. I don't know. And Dark Knight, of course, you see what happened there. I think the studio's interfered. He's trying to have a great relationship with them, and maybe make more movies with them in the future. So he put out some tweet or that quoted something. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. And the quote was like, I don't know. I'm not even gonna try to say. It was in a different language. That's why I can't say it. But I think it was translated to I'll stand with my movie or I'll fall, whatever. He had a great time making the movie. So other than that, I think other than the reshoots, which it looks like from the story stressed him out, the reshoots look like they stressed him the hell out. Yeah. Because they were probably getting on his nerves. They made him edit it, and I heard it looks like they edited it behind his back or something like that. They hired some other editors because a lighter version of the movie tested better. See, that testing shit is annoying. Just stop testing. Stop doing that. Make a movie. Oh my god, they spent millions to make a worse movie. I promise you they did. I promise you, if David Ayer has a version out there that let me hear one thing about a Suicide Squad Ultimate Edition. I will write a letter with a palm drawn on it saying, slap yourself with this paper because I just slapped you. That's what I want to do. What? Say there's a Suicide Squad Ultimate Edition. Y'all should come back to theaters and let it be better. I'm going to lose my mind. But all that being said, don't let that affect your opinion on the movie. I'm pretty sure from the trailers there's at least going to be some good parts, and I'm pretty sure this movie's not going to bore us. So if that, as long as I'm not bored, as long as okay, I guess I'm have to at least I have the preconceived notions that the movie's edited badly. So I'm gonna have that. I'm just gonna try to let that go. So it's probably gonna be a better experience for someone like me. But not that much better. But once I get past that, I'm like, hey, I'm still watching Will Smith on screen. I'm still watching Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, which is probably gonna be awesome no matter what. I'm still watching Joker on screen. Batman's gonna make a cameo. You know, I heard the Flash was in it. Spoiled. I mean, regardless of how bad the movie is, I'm not gonna be bored. Just like BVS bored me. Wow. You know what? Hopefully this movie's not boring. It looks like it's fun though. At least it looks like there's at least some blind murderous action on there for Suicide Squad. As far as the movie itself though, it comes out this weekend, August 5th, and it looks like it's on record to break any August record for sales. It looks like it's tracking for $140 million opening weekend. Bonanza. Ridiculous. How dare they? Yeah, hopefully it doesn't do a BVS and like make all its money opening weekend, completely shut down after that. It's probably that's gonna be a trend for DC movies. What's the next one? Wonder Woman looks sweet. Hopefully they don't studio interference again after they see how Suicide Squad does, because they're so reactionary. They're like, oh, so Suicide Squad bad, Wonder Woman change it, okay? They're gonna have to think. Okay, so listen. I know you keep listening to the dark complaint. People talking about how dark the movie is and everybody complaining. DC, how about you listen to this one? This complaint right here, because it's probably the more important one. Your movie's editing sucks completely. It's horrible. Fix your editing. Stop. Make a story that makes sense. That's all we're asking for. One story that makes sense. Start there. Start there before you're trying to make it light and your movies suck because they aren't cohesive. Stop messing with the editing. Let the director edit the movie. Let somebody edit the movie. Just one person edit the movie with one vision, please. Oh my God. And that's like the most frustrating thing. All you fans that are petitioning against Rotten Tomatoes, don't stop wasting your energy on Rotten Tomatoes. Petition the Warner Brothers executives to say they should be removed from their seats. Get younger people who are more artistic and want to work with the directors, and that's what we need. We need more Kevin Feige's. That's what we need. They over here just. We know more about making movies than the director does. We've made movies that made millions of dollars, but directors that had made movies, that when we let them make the movie. Oh, yeah, okay, that's what's happening there. You see? Yeah. Well, I was a part of the Christopher Nolan project when he did The Dark Knight, so I think I know what I'm talking about. So, I think my opinion matters here in this Suicide Squad, and I'm going to go ahead and tell him what to do. No, you didn't tell Christopher Nolan what to do. Christopher Nolan did what he did. How do you try to bully David Ayer? He's amazing. Have you seen End of Watch? End of Watch is amazing. I cannot believe how good End of Watch is. Fury is great too, but End of Watch is amazing. I was hooked. I've watched that movie like 5-6 times, and every time I'm just gripped. Michael Pena, Jake Gyllenhaal. Oh my God, they're both great. It's funny. It's actually funny, and it's horrible at the same. Oh my God, there's so many bad, sad moments. Sad, very bad moments. But the humor made. That's the movie I wanted to see. There's humor, but the sad moments with heart are that much more amplified. When the loss happens, it's that much more devastating because you know what that was. They just are so simple. There's some 2 + 2 = 4 type executives sometimes. I'm like, they just react to what. Oh, it's too dark. Therefore, we make it lighter. It doesn't matter that it doesn't make sense. You're not the variable that make a movie that makes sense. And you're gonna ruin Wonder Woman if you do that. And then whatever, man. Whatever. I just made myself a little depressed there. Well, hopefully Suicide Squad is good. I'm gonna go ahead and put up a review for Suicide Squad once I watch it. I'm gonna go in there trying to be as objective as possible, remove all doubt, not be mad at the Warner Brothers executives, because hopefully they invite me over to watch like Justice League 3 or 4 or something one day, or Man of Steel 3 or 2. Hopefully it's 2. Oh, I don't watch Man of Steel 2. I'm gonna watch the movie objectively, and I'm gonna try to like it. I'm gonna do my best to try to like it. I'm gonna like it. I know there's gonna be parts that I like. I'm cool, man. I'm chilling. It's all good. This movie's gonna be great. This is Andy with the Fandomnauts Podcast. We come in peace. You can catch me on Twitch. It's Heezgotgame. That's Heez. Got game. I'll put the link in the bio. Put all our stuff in the bio. There's a store that's coming. There's stuff. Like, I'm not depressed about the Suicide Squad. I'm just rilling myself up. Hit us up on Twitter at Fandomnauts and all that stuff. I'm not good at this YouTube thing. You guys probably want graphics and hard work. I don't. You're just getting a video, dude. Okay, that's all you're getting. It's like it's gonna come up and it's gonna end. There's no work I'm gonna put into this, and you're gonna complain, leave comments. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. I tried. This is my hobby. My life. This has been the Fandomnauts Podcast. Please join us next time. Look out for that Suicide Squad review and our other podcasts. We have 2 other members of this podcast, co-hosts. They have a hard time making it sometimes. They should be joining us soon, though, and we're going to be upgrading the production value and all that stuff. So please stay with us, rock with us. Thank you. This has been the Fandomnauts Podcast. We are out.